Talk about linked lists and creating a method that inserts a node at a specific index in the linked list. Now, as we can see, this is what happens when we set the current node current node equals head. So current node is now a name that points to the same node as head does. Okay, so then what happens next? It says while current node is not null, current node equals current node.next. So now current node was pointing to next right here and was pointing to this object here. So now current node is now pointing to that, and it keeps going until the end. That's how you traverse it. You can use a while loop for a specific number and for I equals 0, I less than index as an example until you get to the index that you want. But that's how you traverse the nodes. Okay? Current node keeps moving. Now let's say index was equal to 2. And what we did was we used a for loop and we traversed current node equals current node dot next until we got to the point where we wanted to. We're at the end of our loop. Now, how do we add a node? Well, we create an add node. And the way we do that is, well, the way we add this node right here is we just create a node and we throw our object in there. We use a constructor. We say node add node equals new node, and we set whatever data value it is. Now what we want to do is we want to somehow, now next here for current node is pointing to this. What we want to somehow do is connect these together. And the first way to do that, now next is already pointing for the current node. Our linked list is not broken yet. Now it's going to point to that. What we want to do is we want to make add nodes next point to the same thing that current node next points to. So we say add node dot next is equal to current node dot next, and that's what this line of code does. So now we have add node and current node pointing at the next node in line in the linked list. But somehow we have to join this current node to add node. And you do that with the following. Instead of current node dot next is no longer pointing to whatever it was at next. It's now pointing to add node. So now the linked list has a continuation. And that's basically how you build this, how you add a node at a specific index in the linked list. I'll leave the coding up to you. Ask questions by email or Google Classroom if you want the actual code.